Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday, December 4th. This is the first video that you guys have seen for Vlogmas that is actually being filmed like the day before. So, yay! Celebrate that! Today being the 4th, it means that I have exactly 1 month until my wedding day. I cannot believe that. I had a video out last year when we were in Costa Rica about what we did 1 year from our wedding day. And so I thought it would be fun to sit down and go over like 1 month out, what I'm worried about, what I am stressed about, what the plan is for everything, and all of that. Up until yesterday, I was like, I mean, it's going to be a pretty chill video. There's not going to be much complaining I have to do. Everything's kind of falling into place. Then yesterday came, and oh boy, if you are not ready for an absolute rant here, I will see you tomorrow. This is not your video because we just have thing after thing after thing going wrong. First, I wanted to sit down. This is my Christmas mini session setup. I have a session later today. I was so excited about it. I have sessions all weekend. I just got back from Disney 2 days ago, and while I was gone, Finn got into my Christmas setup, ripped open a bunch of my presents, tore apart a bunch of stuff under the tree, and I guess he got to the lights too, because now the lights don't work. So I have no idea what I'm going to do for my session today. So there's my first rant of the day. It doesn't even have anything to do with the wedding day at all. Let's just get right into this because we got a lot to chat about today. So I'm a wedding photographer. I work weddings just about every weekend. I go to weddings as guests. I'm at that age where all of my friends are getting married. The wedding world is not something that I'm not used to. I've seen enough weddings that I know what I want, what I don't want, what I need, what I don't need, what I should spend time and money on, and what I shouldn't even waste the energy worrying about. David and I are paying for our wedding 100% on our own. We wanted to just be able to do that for ourselves. It's kind of changed our mindset on the wedding. We want to be able to throw the party for everyone else, and we wanted to, I guess, be responsible for all of our own decisions. We didn't want to just go about it spending everyone else's money and all of that. So all of our wedding decisions that we made were made with our own budget in mind. That being said, I mean, the day will be fun, but it's not like everything I've ever wanted or wished for. Someone asked me the other day if I was so excited for this. I had my mountaintop elopement. That was my dream. That was everything I ever had wanted and so much more. That was everything. I did not want the wedding day. Apparently, people keep getting offended when they ask, are you excited? And I'm like, well, I don't really want the wedding day. I do not mean marriage. I'm so excited to be legally marrying David. I just did not want the stress of planning the full wedding day because everyone says, oh, you know, you'll plan it together. You will not plan it together. David could care less about all the sorts of things out there, and since this is the industry that I work in, I know what's good, what's bad, you know, all that stuff. So I'm over it. We're 1 month out. A couple weeks ago, I had my baker cancel. Luckily, yesterday morning, I called around. I think I have that pretty much worked out. I'm just going with the big national Nothing Bundt Cakes chain now because they can't just cancel on you and decide that they aren't gonna do it. So she just said, call back in like 2 or 3 more weeks and we'll put you on the calendar and you'll be good to go. And I was like, perfect. Problem solved in my book. Other than that, I'm struggling with, I have my hair thing today. That's why I actually curl my hair for a sit down video. One of my bridesmaids is going to do my hair for the wedding and we're gonna run like a trial today. So if it goes well, then I have my hair taken care of. If it doesn't, that's gonna be another panic that I'm going to have that I like feel like I need to worry about. I did all of my own makeup for my elopement stuff, so I think I'm just gonna be like, all right, we're good to go with that plan again. I've worked on making all of my own flowers. I have all of my bridesmaids' flowers done. I am just not going to worry about David and the groomsmen and the fathers to have the boutonnieres or David's mom to have a corsage. We don't have grandparents coming anymore. So not going to worry about any of those for grandparents, and I'm working on my bouquet still. all of the bridesmaids flowers. I did film a video about how I made those and everything, and that'll be out soon. It's already uploaded on my channel. I just haven't published it yet. I need to wait for a day where I'm too stressed to film a video in Vlogmas, and that's the one you're gonna get. My dress has been altered. It got altered before my mountaintop elopement stuff. I don't really know how it's going to fit. I haven't tried it on in a while, and it's strapless, and that's a slight concern of mine, but I'm just like, you know what, well, it is what it is. I have my backup elopement dress that for sure fits if I need to sub it out for the day. We finally went through and picked all the stuff for David and his groomsmen and all of everyone who needs to wear suits. That's done now. David went in to get fitted yesterday, so we should be good to go on that. It's just a matter of time for all the other groomsmen to go in and do that. All of my bridesmaids should have their dresses now and shoes now, and I've gotten everything planned out for their bridesmaids gifts and everything we need for getting ready. I have our hotel booked for getting ready and our wedding night hotel booked. David got his groomsmen gifts, so we're good with that. Our honeymoon is now planned. We're good to go on that. We met with our DJ last night. We paid him, picked all of our stuff out. Still don't have the father, daughter, mother, son dances and little things like that with him. We paid the photographer, so we're good to go. My stupid RSVP cards, I wanted so badly to just send out an invitation, be like, text me if you can come, or send me an email, or call me, or anything like that. And everyone literally lost their freaking minds over that. They were like, that's not traditional. That's so rude that you wouldn't send a card to send back. I'm literally fuming over this, you guys. But we ended up doing the little RSVP card in the mail. And out of the like 215 people we invited, I heard back from 80 by the time our date like arrived to like give the final numbers to. So there I was, still calling and texting everyone anyway, and they're like, oh, I sent it back, must have gotten lost in the mail. And I'm like, yep, that's why I just wanted you to text me from the beginning, but here we are, it's okay. If you're a guest at a wedding and you get that little thing in the mail and you know you're gonna go, please just drop it in the mail and send it literally the day that you get it. We pay for stamps to put on those so they can get back to us. There's no reason that you should not send those back, but it's all good. The guests count list was extremely stressful. People keep saying, well, why isn't it your dream day? What would your dream wedding day be like if it was in Ohio and you couldn't do the elopement? I would cut my guest count down to like probably 45 and just have the people that I talk to there. Just have the people who prioritize wanting to be there, not the people who are like, just kidding, I'm not gonna call anyone out. So we're just gonna move on to the next point. Everything was going fine up until yesterday. Yesterday, I got a text from my videographer saying, hey, just so you know, I think I'm gonna go to Chicago the weekend of your wedding for like an interview or a convention or something. Here's some guy, here's his email, he said he's free for the day, good luck. And I was like, you didn't give me a link to his portfolio, you didn't tell me if he was in my budget, you didn't offer to give me my refund back, you didn't really sound genuinely sorry. Like, we booked this more than a year ago, and the fact that you're just canceling on me a month out, I think it's because I work in the industry that is so irritating to me, because I like had asked him about a contract, we put together a contract, I had a contract with him, I had sent him a deposit, and I said this whole engagement period, I was like, out of all my vendors, my videographer, he's the one I'm worried about showing up on the day. Thankful he let me know a month out, but I've literally had this gut feeling this whole time that he was just gonna drop me randomly. And here we are, it happened. So there I was yesterday, livid. I was livid. I could not believe that he was so unprofessional about it to, number one, send me a text, number two, not express that he was sincerely sorry about it. I like how he just messaged a friend who might have been free and sent me his email, but like, I need a portfolio link, I need a list of prices. I found this guy who was in my budget. I had budgeted for his package deal literally last year, and now you're just throwing this on me and you're not even telling me if he fits in my budget or not. I've only had to like cancel being the photographer at one wedding. We were a week out and it was because my mom was missing. That bride, literally the best. She's actually one of my friends now. She's coming to my wedding, but I got her a photographer in her budget, a similar style, who was available, and I sent her all of her money back literally within an hour of me telling her that I could not do it. And my deposit that I require my couples to pay me, oh, actually it wasn't even the deposit, it was the whole wedding because it was a week out. Because my couples pay their whole balance a month out. And so the fact that I got her whole entire wedding payment for my entire package back within an hour, 1 week out, and it's now been more than 24 hours hearing back from this videographer, and he hasn't given me any payment back. So I'm literally like holding it all in. I had my first big breakdown last night. I just sat there and bawled my eyes out. I had a rough day and I just got home and I just lost it. Absolutely lost it. So I'm now on the hunt for a new videographer. I have it narrowed down to I think 2. It really just comes down to the style of their work is huge for me because I am in the industry. I'm like, oh, this one has more of like blue tones, this one has more of orange tones, this one's more cinematic, this is just kind of what happens throughout the day. This one looks like they just take the video, don't even edit it, and just like chop it up in little pieces and put music over it. And it's hard for me to stick to my budget and find someone I like now that I'm feeling so stressed about this. And it's just hard. It's hard because I know I can't be like, oh, someone else choose this, because I'm the one who's picky. And up until our elopement that we did in June, I was very iffy about the videographer. I was like, yeah, I know everyone says that they want it, but like until you're in the like spot to do that, it really always comes down to budget. Like, do I want to pay for one or do I not? And after I got my elopement video back, literally I'm like, I need a videographer because that was incredible. That was my whole day. That's what I go back through and watch. And it's one thing, like as a photographer, it's one thing having the pictures all over my house, but it's something completely different to go back through and watch the video, watch the way we're moving and laughing and talking and our vows, and that's just so special to me. I know this video will be completely different because we're not out hiking in the middle of, you know, the mountains, but you know, the church will be beautiful. It'll be just something different to have, but you still capture the movement. I don't know if that's just because like I work in the industry or I'm a photographer or I'm a YouTuber, but I'm like, I need this video. So that is what we're currently very stressed about. Actually, we're very livid about the whole situation, but it's fine. Speaking of things that stress me out, just because I'm on a rant right now, my freaking dog. I have him baby gated off up there. Yesterday, David decided to finish painting some of the stuff upstairs, and Finn ran through the paint and got footprints all around the kitchen and living room, and David had to clean it up. Luckily, I wasn't here. And then he calls me and he's like, hey, just so you know, Finn did this with the paint. And he's like, oh, you can probably actually see me. I'm standing out front right now. We have a camera on our front of our house. So I pull it up. So I'm like, have him on speaker, and I'm talking to him and watching what's going on this camera. And he goes out to like take the trash in or get the mail or something. And there's Finn. David put him outside after he ran through the paint. He was in the backyard, in our gated backyard. And David goes and gets the trash, and he's turning around looking at it. And then, whoop, there's Finn sitting in the yard. And we're like, David turns around and he's like, Finn, what are you doing? And he was just sitting there watching David. But as soon as David turned around, he sprinted. So down David went to go get him, chased him down the street. He luckily picked him up and got him. There's a school down the street, so he got all the way to the school. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's like lunchtime and recess, and these kids are going to be out, and there goes my freaking crazy dog's going to go attack them all. Luckily, it had rained a lot, and the fields where the kids would play were flooded, so he couldn't run into there. But and then today we go back through, make sure everything in the backyard, like we have these like, there's like holes I guess in the fence for where the gate like that would like open and close meets the fence. And so we just had like these cinder block things resting up, because up until like he's been so small and stupid that he couldn't get out. I guess now he's figured it out. That's how he got out yesterday, is he moved the block and then today he freaking gets out. I'm home by myself trying to work, and I'm like, where is he? Where is he? And like 10 minutes go by and he's not coming back to the door, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I call my aunt and I'm like, I think Finn got out again. And she's like, okay, well, I'll go drive down like throughout your neighborhood and see if I can see him. And then I'm walking back and forth in my house trying to see, is he gonna come back through the back? Is he gonna sneak back through the fence? Is he gonna be in the front yard? Is he down the street? Like, what do I do? And then I literally turn back around and he's sitting right there by the front door, and I'm like, you can't just run away. I don't care if you come back. We live on a busy road. Like, so my dog is stressful too, but whatever. Well, I feel better now. I don't even know if there's what else I can update you guys about the wedding. I'm just a bundle of stress over it, and it's driving me nuts. So here's to hoping that it turns out a heck of a lot better than I'm imagining it in my head, and that I look back and I'm like, yes, I really am so glad I went through all that stress just for this one day, so we can celebrate absolutely everyone else and not the two of us, because the mountaintop was truly about the two of us. The elopement, our vows, everything was just us. I had to listen to no one else's opinion. Now with the wedding day, everyone's like, well, I think, well, I think, well, I think. And I'm like, I don't care what you think. I care what I think, and I'm over this. So hopefully it's beautiful and I have fun. I'm looking forward to hanging out with my friends and my family and getting ready with my bridesmaids and all of that. But like, in my opinion, David and I are already married. We already said our vows. That's just, it is what it is. So this day is 100% for everyone else, and that's it. I don't mean that to be offensive to anyone, but like, I'm over it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. All of my other videos coming out soon. I've pre-recorded some about the wedding, and so in those I might not seem as stressed, like my flowers and everything like that. So those were filmed before in happier times when no one was canceling on me and it was all good. So that is all. That is it for today's video. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas, and I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday.